everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and to those of you who are new to this channel, hi there, how are you? And if you're watching this video, thank you for stopping by. So as you all can see, I have my notebook with me which has a lot of notes jotted down, so I'm gonna just get straight to the point and stick to all that is written down here. So I'm gonna just give you all, to those of you who are wondering what this YouTube video is about, today I'll be sharing my journey regarding to self-confidence and self-love. I'm gonna just give you all a backstory on how I used to feel. I remember I used to, I remember there was a time where I used to be, let me just say fit, let me put it as fit, and everything went well, and I started to gain weight, and it was really uncomfortable because I used to get judged a lot on how my body looked, and I was never comfortable walking in the streets wearing shorts and stuff with crop tops and everything. And people on social media used to look to judge me on how my body looks, how they felt about me and my body. And some people would say bad things like, we don't like chubby girls. I also remember there is a point where at school, every time I'd be at school, I used to think that guys were not actually into me because of how regards my body looks and how other girls out there have partners or boyfriends and they are fit. And I used to question myself and be like, is it me? Am I at fault here? Is it my fault that I am this big, and will a guy ever like me? And will I ever be loved? Those are questions that used to come up in my head, and sometimes there would be people, you do know that in life there are people who will always be at your discomfort. My top factors that I've noticed that I have been judged from was, number one, it had to be on social media. Social media can have its advantages and disadvantages. I used to be judged a lot on social media about my body, of why my body is shaped like this, and why am I posting pictures, because I am not suited to be posting on social media. Second is, I'm not gonna say friends, but there are these people out there who, let me just put it as peer pressure. You will question yourself, as I've just told you that at school I used to have a lot of questions in my mind, and when I walk, and I also walk society as well, when I walk on down the streets, people would look at me as shamelessly, basically, or disgusted, and they would question why did I gain weight. And I wouldn't say family members, but there are those family members who will be like, I don't like people who are chubby, or I don't want to say fat, but I'm going to say put it as chubby. I don't like people who are chubby. But anyway, let's get straight into the point. My first point that I have written down on my notebook is that I want you girls out there who are chubby as me to be confident in whatever you do. This is your body. No one's gonna ever control what you do. This is your body. No one's gonna tell you how you should dress, how you should nourish your body, or whatever. So to my girls out there who are trying to gain self-confidence, and to those of you who are also confident but not that confident, this video is for you. So my first point is functionality. Focus on functionality. Appreciate your body's capabilities. What I mean by this is that focus on your body's superpowers, not its super flaws, right? What I mean by this is that people focus a lot more on things that are not important. So please do focus on things that are important. People focus on how they should dress. This is how girls who are chubby are supposed to dress. They're not allowed to dress with shorts, crop tops. They should be hiding their body instead of focusing on their body and nourishing it and starting to love it. That's what I mean by focus on your body's superpowers and not its super flaws. Then second point I have is practice gratitude, right? What I mean by practice gratitude is that reflect on the things that your body allows you to do. For example, eating an entire pizza by yourself without being judged. My other point is that people have a challenge when it comes to negative self-talk. As I've said, what I did while I was in school was actually negative self-talking myself. So I want you to notice negative self-thoughts. Are you aware that you're being ridiculously harsh on your body? I mean, this is your own body, your temple. So then reframe on negative thoughts, people. Replace those negative thoughts with affirming ones, or at the very least, slightly less terrible ones. I want you all out there every time when you wake up in the morning to go look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that this is me, this is who I am, and give all those positive thoughts in your head that this is you. Start loving yourself and start giving yourself positive thoughts, self-talks, and affirming ones. Then I want you to practice self-compassion. Be yourself, please, guys, and be as nice to yourself as you are to your friends, because let's face it actually, you're probably a better friend to them as compared to you. You get what I'm saying? You guys out there, we women who are chubby, who don't have self-confidence or self-love, we focus to make people happy and not make ourselves happy. That's what I'm trying to say. You prioritize your friends over yourself. That's what I am saying. Then another point I can say is foster a positive environment. What I mean by this is that surround yourself with people who will support you throughout your journey. Follow body positive influences and read inspiring books or stories, and hang out with people who won't make you feel like you are a hot mess. As I started my self-confidence journey, I have some followers who I have in mind who will help you boost your self-confidence and self-love. Number one is Thickleonce, which I will also put on her Instagram for you, then Instagram profile for you. Then I also have Avery Camel, right? Then I have Gina T. Those are my top 3, right? Yeah, those. But my main body positivity influencer is Thickleonce, because from her I learned how to love myself, to start appreciating myself like no one has ever, and to always put myself before others and do what makes me happy, and to not hear other people's negative thoughts, right? Then I have my other point is avoid comparisons. People tend to focus on being compared to other people. For example, I am a chubby girl and here is a fit girl with hourglass body. Now I'm being compared to her. People compare me, as people will always compare in life. They will be like, oh, your friend has an hourglass body and you are chubby, so you don't fit in, but your friend does fit in. That's what I'm saying. So focus on your own journey and try not to be that one guy at the party who's obsessed with how much more successful everyone else is. Another point is to create a safe space. Make your space where you can eat pizza without having guilt, because you get, when you are chubby, you have, for example, let me use food, you eating, right, alone, you're alone in the room and you're eating. You sometimes get that thought of, I'm adding more weight. As I'm eating this food, I'm adding more weight, so I must at least cut down this food. I'm telling you, girl out there, you don't do that. While you eat, you're gonna eat that food with all the pleasure you can. Eat that food, finish it without having any guilt or disappointment in you. So eat an entire pizza by yourself, guilt-free. Another point is to practice self-care, people. Take care of your physical health. Stop eating pizza for breakfast and engage in activities that will nourish your body. I agree that you are now chubby and you're trying to gain self-confidence that will make you get diseases or illnesses. Start nourishing your body, right? Then another point is to indulge in self-care activities. Come on, relax, dude, and do stuff that will make you happy, like reading, meditation, or just chilling in nature. Doesn't mean that now that you are chubby, the world will stop revolving, right? So what I'm trying to say is that do not do stuff that will make you. Another point is to pamper yourself and indulge in some serious self-pampering, because let's be real, guys. You're probably a hot mess and you could use a relaxing hot bath and a oil massage. And then embrace diversity and individuality. What I'm trying to say is that celebrate uniqueness. Embracing your own quirks is key, mainly because trying to be normal is so lost season, right? Another point is to embrace diversity. Learn to love that weird and awkward body of yours, because it's yours. It's never going to change. You're the only one who can bring change to it, and to start loving it. So love that awkward body of yours that you be like, oh, is this my body? And I want you to challenge the social beauty standards out there. Can we please stop photoshopping ourselves and just be our awesome imperfect selves? Because in the world we're living right now, it's really difficult to love yourself, because we get other people who are even getting thoughts of trying to commit suicide. But let's not go into that. And I also want you to seek support and resources. What I'm saying is that find a supportive community. Find a tribe of weirdos. What I mean by weirdos, I mean people who are weird but who are also in your size. People who are the same size as you and who are weirdos, right? And who are obsessed with your values and goals, right? And I also want you to look at seeking professional help. Consider hiring a professional to help you decide with your body image drama, or you can get a psychologist you talk to, because I remember I had trauma, so I got a psychologist in loose posture, and I was comfortable telling her all my troubles, how I felt about my body, and how I feel still about my body. And it really helped a lot releasing that tension. So I think it's best to get someone, or consider getting support, seeking professional help. Then I also want you to utilize online resources. What I mean by this is that go on a wild goose chase around the internet to find websites and blogs and social media platforms that will help you love yourself just the way you are. And those are all my points for today. All I just have to say to all girls out there who are struggling to find self-love and self-confidence, to always have faith in yourself and to love yourself just as you are. Embrace your own quirks, as your own quirks are your key. Do not go by what people say, because in this world we live in, people are always going to have something to say. And dress as you are comfortable. I remember at a point I used to be like, I can't wear shorts because shorts are for people who are thin. But now, as I have grown and realized the reality, I do wear as my own body pleases and how as I pleases. So please love yourselves out there and do not change yourself for anyone. And as for you, before I end this video, I just want to differentiate self-confidence with self-love. People tend to mislead the two. So I'm going to give you two definitions, and please do not mix them up. So when it comes to self-love, it is the regards for one's own well-being and happiness. And when it comes to self-confidence, it's about whether you trust yourself to get the job done. So please do not confuse the two meanings of self-love and self-confidence. And that's all for today's video. Thank you for all who stopped by, and I hope to see you soon. And thank you, and that's all for today's video. And thank you for watching this video, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we're out.